Force is a fundamental concept in physics that affects the motion and behavior of objects. To better understand force, it is important to delve into its various aspects, such as resolution of force, moment of force system, and composition of forces. Resolution of force refers to the process of breaking down a force into its individual components. When a force acts on an object at an angle, it can be resolved into two perpendicular components. One component acts in the horizontal direction, while the other acts in the vertical direction. This allows us to analyze the effects of the force in each direction separately. By resolving forces, we can better understand how they contribute to the overall motion or equilibrium of an object. The moment of force, also known as torque, comes into play when a force acts on an object and causes it to rotate around a point or axis. The moment of force is influenced by both the magnitude of the force and the distance from the axis of rotation. In simple terms, a larger force or a greater distance from the axis will result in a greater moment of force. Understanding moments of force is crucial in many everyday situations, such as opening a door or using a wrench. Force systems involve the interaction of multiple forces acting on an object. Forces can either be concurrent or non-concurrent. Concurrent forces have their lines of action intersecting at a common point, while non-concurrent forces do not. Within these force systems, equilibrium can be achieved when the sum of all forces and moments acting on the object is equal to zero. This means that all forces and torques balance each other out, resulting in a stable object. The composition of forces is the process of combining multiple forces acting on an object to determine their resultant or net force. This is done by considering both the magnitudes and directions of the individual forces. If forces act in the same direction, their magnitudes simply sum up. However, if forces act in opposite directions, they need to be subtracted. The resultant force represents the overall effect of all the forces acting on an object. By understanding the resolution of force, moment of force systems, and composition of forces, we can gain a clearer understanding of how forces interact with objects and their impact on motion and equilibrium. These concepts are crucial in various fields, including engineering, physics, and everyday life.